Quebec, the largest province in Canada by area and the second most populous after Ontario, is a region rich in history, culture, and natural beauty, known for its distinct French heritage and unique place within the Canadian Federation. Situated in eastern Canada, Quebec spans from the Hudson Bay in the north to the U.S. border in the south, and from Ontario and James Bay in the west to the Gulf of St. Lawrence and Labrador in the east, encompassing a vast and diverse landscape of forests, lakes, rivers, mountains, and tundra. The province's heart lies in the fertile and populous St. Lawrence River Valley, where the majority of Quebecers, also known as Québécois, reside, particularly in the two major cities of Montreal and Quebec City. Montreal, the province's largest city, is a vibrant, cosmopolitan metropolis and Canada's second-largest urban area, renowned for its multicultural population, innovative arts scene, world-class cuisine, and dynamic economy. Quebec City, the capital of the province, is the cradle of French civilization in North America, known for its well-preserved colonial architecture, cobblestone streets, and historic fortifications, including the iconic Château Frontenac and the UNESCO-designated Old Quebec District, which transports visitors back to the 17th and 18th centuries. The province has a population of over 8.5 million people, about 85% of whom are native French speakers, making Quebec the center of Francophone culture in North America and the only Canadian province with French as its sole official language. The roots of Quebec's identity trace back to the early 1600s with the establishment of New France, a French colony founded by Samuel de Champlain in 1608, which flourished until its conquest by British forces in 1759 during the Seven Years' War. Despite centuries of British rule, Quebec has preserved its language, civil law traditions, and Catholic heritage, which continue to shape its institutions and society. The Quiet Revolution of the 1960s marked a period of intense social and political transformation in Quebec, leading to secularization, the expansion of the welfare state, the rise of Quebec nationalism, and the strengthening of provincial control over key sectors such as education, health care, and the economy. This period also gave birth to the sovereignty movement, with the Parti Québécois emerging as a major political force advocating for Quebec's independence. Two referenda on sovereignty were held in 1980 and 1995, both resulting in a no vote, the latter by a razor-thin margin. Quebec's legal and political framework is distinctive, with a civil law system derived from the Napoleonic Code, a separate immigration agreement with the federal government, and strong protections for the French language through legislation such as Bill 101, the Charter of the French Language, which mandates the use of French in government, education, commerce, and public signage. Culturally, Quebec is a powerhouse of creativity and artistic expression, producing globally renowned figures in literature, cinema, music, and the performing arts, Cirque du Soleil, Celine Dion, and filmmakers like Denis Arcand exemplify its artistic achievements. The province hosts numerous cultural festivals, such as the Montreal International Jazz Festival, the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, and the Quebec Winter Carnival, celebrating its northern character and joie de vivre. Economically, Quebec is a leader in aerospace, technology, pharmaceuticals, hydroelectric power, mining, and forestry. Hydro-Quebec, one of the largest publicly owned utilities in North America, harnesses the province's vast water resources to produce clean energy for domestic consumption and export. Quebec's emphasis on sustainability and innovation has also spurred growth in the green economy, AI, and high-tech sectors, especially in urban hubs like Montreal and Quebec City. The province's education system includes a unique CEGEP level between high school and university, offering both pre-university and technical programs. Quebec universities, including McGill University, Université de Montréal, Laval University, and Université de Sherbrooke, are recognized for excellence in research and higher learning, attracting students from around the world. Quebec also plays a major role in Canadian politics, often serving as a cultural and linguistic counterbalance to English-speaking provinces and influencing national debates on federalism, multiculturalism, and Indigenous relations. The province is home to several First Nations communities, including the Cree, Innu, Mohawk, and Inuit, each with unique cultures and histories. Quebec's indigenous population has increasingly asserted its rights to self-governance, language revitalization, and environmental stewardship, and modern land claims and treaties reflect evolving relationships between the provincial government and these communities. Quebec's environmental landscape is equally varied, ranging from the boreal forests and subarctic tundra of the north to the agricultural plains and Appalachian hills of the south, and supports a rich biodiversity, including moose, caribou, black bears, and countless bird species. Outdoor recreation is deeply embedded in Quebec life, with residents and tourists alike enjoying skiing, snowboarding, hiking, canoeing, and snowmobiling. The Laurentians, Gaspé Peninsula, and Charlevoix region are among its most celebrated natural destinations. In winter, snow and ice transform the province into a playground for cold weather sports and festivals. Quebec's culinary scene is similarly diverse and innovative, blending French traditions with local ingredients and multicultural influences. Dishes such as poutine, tourtière, maple syrup products, smoked meat, and fine cheeses reflect this rich gastronomy. The province has also fostered a dynamic wine and microbrewery culture, with regional producers gaining recognition for their quality and creativity. Despite its many strengths, Quebec faces challenges, including demographic shifts due to an aging population, labor shortages, and tensions between cultural preservation and integration of immigrants. The province has responded by promoting immigration policies that prioritize French-speaking newcomers and by investing in education and workforce development. Quebec continues to walk a unique path within Canada, balancing its desire for cultural and political autonomy with its economic integration into the broader Canadian and North American context. Its identity is a complex tapestry woven from centuries of colonial history, Indigenous presence, linguistic pride, social progressivism, and resilient nationalism. Whether viewed through the lens of history, culture, politics, or natural beauty, Quebec remains a fascinating and essential part of Canada's national mosaic, embodying both tradition and transformation, rooted deeply in its French heritage yet constantly evolving as it navigates the